They asked if we're Mexican or Native American. The answer is yes and yes. So just a little bit of education on that. The word Mexico actually comes from our original name, which is Mexicayot. We came from the north. We're not sure how north that is. We traveled through what's called the southwest right now, where our relatives stayed, and those are the Apache, the Navajo, the Hopi people. The rest of us continued on to the Mexico City, where you see the Mexican flag. That's a symbol of the prophecy for us to go to the land where the four rivers meet, where the cactus is on, where the eagle is on the cactus on the stone in the middle of the four rivers. So that was a prophecy for us to travel from the north all the way down to what became known now as Mexico City. So myself, I'm Chiricahua Apache. We have different closely related bloodlines that are in our group here, but for the most part, Mexican throughout Latin American, it's a mixture of indigenous blood, if not just indigenous blood, because after the Spaniards came and pretty much raped most of our women, unless the Queen forced them to marry, they chose not to remarry us. So that bloodline is very strong in a lot of our nations, and everything that we do is still present in our day-to-day lives. Like when we cook, we use a molcajete, we use a metate, we use all of those things, and all those words come from our original Nahuatl language. So there is a confusion because people think Mexican is Spanish, but it's not. For the most part, most Mexican, Latin American people, the percentage of their indigenous bloodline way outweighs their European bloodline, if it even exists in there. So I just wanted to clear that up so people understand that confusion. Second, the mothers first offered a dance for you called Tonantzin in our language. Tonantzin is the Mother Earth dance. With that dance, we want to send that prayers out to all of the farmers here in the market. But more importantly, we want to send that prayer out to all of those farm workers that have died in the fields. And not to be too political, but to make it clear, most of the farm workers right now, in the past, when Cesar Chavez started the farm workers movement, were Laotian, Filipino, and of Latin American descent. There is a huge population now of Mixtecos that are working in the farms. They speak their original language. They don't even speak Spanish. Those are the people that are picking a lot of your food right now. Those are the people that we're deporting on their own continent because they don't have papers. So I just really want to just bring light to who is picking your food and what we're doing to those people that are picking your food. And some of the common things that they're asking for is shelter from the heat, breaks from the heat, washing stations from the heat. So please, whether you feel people have papers or not, people are human beings, and those human beings need to have those basic rights of having shelter, having a place to wash your hands, not being sprayed upon. And if they're picking your food, you know, with all the love they have, I think that we can appreciate and give them some love back, especially if they are the original peoples of this land. So just that, a prayer out to those Mextica people and those people that have been dying in the field with the heat that they've been having in some of those valleys. The younger kids offered you a dance which is called Huitzilopochtli. Huitzilopochtli is the hummingbird dance, so you notice a lot of kind of flickering and fluttering. That's sometimes called Antigua, the dance of the ancient one. We do that dance sometimes when we're helping spirits to move on. Ometeo.